Hello, magical people. How are we all doing out there? My name is Moonbeam, and welcome back to my channel. We're here live on YouTube, Rumble, and X, and I'm really happy to get into this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction with you all that we have happening exact on August 12th, Tuesday, August 12th. But we're in the influence of it right now and for the whole next week, and actually for the whole next year, as I'm going to be getting into this with you guys. So the two benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, in conjunction with the fixed star Sirius. This is very, very rare and special. So I'm going to talk about what this means for the collective and all the 12 signs as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And before we get into it, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. If you really like my content, maybe you want to share it with somebody that you think might be open to it or is like-minded. And also next weekend from Friday, August 15th to Sunday, August 17th, I'm going to be hosting an astrology level 1 course in person at Akasha's Den in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. There's also online streaming passes available. I am so excited for this, to be back at the den doing some astrology in person. So if you'd like to join in, go to my website, megmoonbeam.com. You can check out the full details for that. And also over on the Scorpling shop, Sunny from Pluto and I have our currently Jupiter and Cancer Lucky Charms collection. We are sold out of the pink Lemurian quartz. We still have blue topaz, Larimar, and ruby feldspar. And these are all lucky crystal charms, as we are calling them, to help you unlock the blessings of this astrological transit, the very positive Jupiter exalted in Cancer transit that we are in. Of course, we're going to be talking about Jupiter today as he is involved in this conjunction. And also, Sunny and I will be live tomorrow for a crystal live sale here on the Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, X channels, as well as on the Scorpling Shop's Instagram page. So we haven't done a live sale in quite a while. This is going to be on Monday, August 11th at 5 p.m. Eastern. We've got some exclusive new crystals and also juju necklaces new from Sunny available. So we're really excited to be sharing that with you guys live at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Monday, August 11th. So how are we feeling out there, you guys? Oh, cool. We've got Romania in the house. Hello, Romania. That's somewhere I've always wanted to go visit. Hopefully I can get out there one day. Thank you for joining in. We've got Sedona in the house as well. Hello, Sedona. I am currently in Southern Ontario, in crazy Canada at the moment. So, okay, this is really special astrology that we've got going on. The two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, in a conjunction. And conjunctions are a type of astrological aspect. We have lots of different kind of aspects. Positive ones like trines, sextiles, adverse ones like squares and oppositions. And conjunctions are actually neutral. So they're the strongest astrological aspects because what they are, and I'll bring up the chart for the exact Venus-Jupiter conjunction with Sirius there as well. So what a conjunction is, it's when we have two or more heavenly bodies in the same sign, the same degree, from our Earth's perspective. So they're together. This is the strongest astrological aspect. Very, very powerful and really, really lucky, benefic, positive, blessed that we've got not just Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics, positive heavenly bodies, but the fixed star Sirius there as well. This is very rare. This is a very positive omen for all of humanity, the whole collective, and wherever we have 14 degrees of Cancer in our personal astrology charts. And I am going to go through all 12 of the signs, so please be patient, you guys. I'll talk about the collective first, then we'll get into each of the 12 sign reading predictions. So see where you have, as I said, 14 degrees of Cancer in your chart. That's where this conjunction is going to be happening in. If you have placements at 9 to 19 degrees of Cancer, so that's within a 5-degree orb either side of this conjunction, This is very benefic, very positive. You're the lucky duckies out there. Oh, wow. Hi, Amy. Whoa. Amy says 14 degrees Cancer is my rising placement. Oh, my goodness, Amy. You've got this conjunction exactly on your rising. That is super, super positive. Oh, my God. Congratulations. So, love to hear that. This is going to be very interesting. We usually have Venus Jupiter conjunction every 1 to 2 years, depending on the cycles going on with Venus and Jupiter. What's very interesting about this is this Venus Jupiter conjunction in the sign of Cancer, also with Sirius. It's very special. I'll talk more about Sirius in a couple minutes. This is going to be our first of 2 Venus Jupiter conjunctions in Cancer in a row. So first one is August 12th, 2025 at 14 degrees of Cancer. And the second one is actually going to be June 6th, 2026 at 25 degrees of Cancer. So for the whole next 2 years, because these conjunctions have an influence for about a 1-year period, we are in the influence of this positive Venus-Jupiter conjunction in our personal charts, wherever it is activating. So hi, MJ. Nice to see you. Miss you. We are receiving huge blessings, positivity, and divine protection wherever we have 14 degrees of Cancer. And even if it was just Venus and Jupiter, okay, that's like us astrologers, we always freak out. We love that. But the fact that Sirius is almost exactly conjunct this as well. Let's talk a little bit about Sirius, okay, before we get more into Venus and Jupiter conjunct, because this is what makes this so special, okay, you guys. Sirius is the brightest fixed star, and it shines a blue-white color that flickers different colors. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. It is known as the dog star, located in the constellation of Canis Major. It's interesting because in the Western astrology, Cancer, where Sirius is currently located, rules dogs, and Sirius is known as the dog star. It's located at 14 degrees of Cancer currently in the Western zodiac, and about 22 degrees of Gemini in the sidereal zodiac. Many ancient cultures had a very deep connection with Sirius. You think about it, you guys. The Egyptians, the Dogons, the Babylonians, so many different ancient cultures revered Sirius, even worshipped Sirius, felt that some of them were actually from Sirius. They would align their temples and pyramids to Sirius even. So Sirius is a seriously spiritual big deal. And when it comes to fixed star astrology, Sirius rules very high vibration, spiritual energy, magic, success, can even be associated with like fame. Not that that's the most important thing, but fame, success, achievement, spiritual knowledge, spiritual gifts, and divine protection. And what's really interesting too is at the time of this Venus-Jupiter-Sirius conjunction, it is the spiritual new year for many different cultures. We just had the 13 moon Mayan dream spell new year, where we entered the yellow resonant seed year. The Egyptian new year, the heliacal rising new year happens around this time. So this is a very auspicious time of the year where, and I think some of you guys might have seen, if you follow me already, my Lionsgate video that I put out the other day. The Lionsgate portal is a made-up thing from some dude in the 90s, but it is true that around this time of year, we do have Sirius at the heliacal rising of Sirius. We do have, not every year, but this year, Venus-Jupiter conjunct Sirius. So very, very special and auspicious, okay? Sirius is strengthening and bringing an even higher vibration and magical power to this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. So I'm going to, you guys know I like to be interactive, and I'd like to ask you guys in the live chat, what does the sign of Cancer rule in Western astrology? Does anybody know? Let me know in the live chat if you have any answers, because the areas of life ruled by the sign of Cancer for not just on August 12th, the exact conjunction date, not just for the weeks surrounding this conjunction, but actually for the whole next 2 years will receive divine blessings, upgrades, positive upliftment, and opportunity. All those Cancer ruled areas. So I'll give you guys a moment. Does anybody know what the sign of Cancer rules? Put it in the live chat. Anybody? Bueller? Amy says, I know, I'm super excited. Yeah, that's so cool that you've got this conjunction on your rising. That's awesome. Okay, we've got some answers. Stealth Artisan says home. Yes, Cancer rules home. Security. Yes, nurturing. Cancer rules anything that has to do with home, family, security, personal protection, nurturing. Totally, right on. Home, intuition. Sydney says mother. Yes, the mother, women, women's issues, fertility, the divine feminine. Heather says loyalty. Yeah, it is. I would consider it to be one of the signs definitely that rules loyalty. And it's interesting because Cancer and the sign of Scorpio, two of the water signs, they're the only two astrological signs that are symbolized by a creature in a shell. Okay. So Cancer symbolized by the crab in his crab shell with his crab claws, and Scorpion also has little pincers and a tail that could kill you with its venom, right? Those are two of the signs. They're very much about, as you're saying, Heather, loyalty, protection, security, boundaries in healthy expressions when they're positively, expressing themselves. So totally. Amy, divine feminine. Yes, anything that has to do with the divine feminine. So again, home, family, boundaries, personal protection, security, the divine feminine. Cancer also rules countries and homelands, and patriotism also rules our intuition, our psychic abilities. Cancer is one of the most psychic signs. And Cancer is also our emotions, okay? Our emotional well-being, emotional healing. Spirit's also saying our ancestors, our ancestral karma. So we're receiving blessings in all these Cancer-ruled areas. And interesting too, that there's certain places on the planet that are ruled by the sign of Cancer. Did I put these charts up? Yes, I did. The USA, Canada, the UK, Alberta, and Saskatchewan all have a very strong Cancer influence. In particular, okay, very interesting. United States of America is a 13-degree Cancer sun. Okay, this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction is going to be 14 degrees of Cancer, right on the sun of the USA, an almost exact conjunction. So this is a very positive influence for the United States of America for not just August 12th, not just the week surrounding it, but the whole next 2 years. And 14 degrees of Cancer sits in the 7th house of the US. So in particular for the US, this has to do with relationships, diplomacy, love life, marriages, helpful people, open enemies being exposed, contracts, law and order, fashion and aesthetic and beauty industries as well. Canada is an 8-degree Cancer sun with exact Uranus, 8 degrees of Cancer conjunct the sun. So it's within 6-degree orb. So it is medium influence, not exactly on there. This will be a positive, okay, benefic influence for Canada. But in saying that, I will say I've been having some comments because I just put out a video today expressing my Scorpio kind of truths and perspective on what's going on with Canada right now. We won't get too into that in today's video, but just to show you, let me bring this up really quick. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard this. It's absolutely unbelievable. So Canada is starting to do pretty much climate lockdowns. They are calling them forest bans. Okay. And what this is exactly is due to wildfire scares, precautions. They are literally banning anybody in the provinces of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and Labrador from going into the woods, from going into nature. If you do so, you could face an up to over $100,000 fine and 6 months in jail. So, how my perspective of this, you guys, because a lot of you guys, if you've been following me already, you know that I think the recent election, there was a lot of tomfoolery going on with that, which I think will be exposed. I have been saying for a long time that I think there are good things that are going to be coming for Canada. But the thing about, and I won't go too much into the Canada situation because I'll make a separate video for this, but we need to look at some of these challenging things coming up, such as basically these climate lockdowns coming forward or fire bans, as actually blessings from the universe so that Canadians get their freaking act together and actually start to stand up for their freedoms. I think things are going to get so ridiculous in Canada that it's going to force the sleepers to wake up. And that's exactly what sleeping Canadians need right now. For those Canadians like myself that have had enough of the craziness and are seriously considering moving to Alberta, I'm in the process of doing that personally. Alberta's rising sign is 13 degrees of Cancer, exactly conjunct the sun of the United States of America, and 1 degree off of being exactly conjunct this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction. So what the heck does that mean? This Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction is a very strong influence on the USA and actually not just Alberta, but also the province of Saskatchewan, because they have the same astrological chart. They were formed on the same day. This is very, very positive for Alberta. Raj is saying, is Alberta going to secede? In my astrological opinion, I also have a whole separate Astrology of Alberta video that I put out a few months ago. You guys, this is a very big astrological possibility. Now, I do believe that the stars impel, they do not compel, but there are a lot of astrological markers in Alberta's transits. Now with this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction on the rising, indicating that I think it's very possible that in March of 2026, when they have their referendum, Alberta might actually vote to leave, seriously. So whether or not that happens, positive things for Canada in the long run, the astrology is showing. But with the things that are coming up, it's actually opportunities for Canadians to stand in their freedom and take their sovereignty back. So yeah, Raj, I think it's a very big possibility. If you haven't seen my Alberta video, go check that out. Jeannie says, I heard your post on the BS regarding climate lockdowns. I like what you're saying about the wake up Canadian sleepers. Yeah. Freedom isn't free. Okay, I could go on a whole rant. I've ranted about this as a Canadian so many times. Freedom isn't free. Canada was never even a free country to begin with. Constitutional monarchy, all these crazy ass things that are getting crazier and crazier, they are coming up. It's the universe trying to initiate Canada, right? And there's Canadians like myself that have been seeing through this for a long time or just starting to see through this, and we're moving out into places more in nature, like-minded communities, places like Alberta and Saskatchewan that I don't think these kind of forest bans would go through. Me personally, let me know what you think if you're actually a born and bred Albertan, what you think about that. D_B says, what about the truth coming out about Canada, the illusion? Well, it's already starting to come out and it will continue to come out for sure. So whatever Alberta decides to do, let me put it this way. Whatever Alberta decides to do, they are being divinely supported in doing so with Venus and Jupiter, the great benefics, and Sirius conjunct as an influence on their rising for the next 2 years. So if most of Alberta's vote on actually, no, we don't want to separate, then they will be supported cosmically in doing that. If they vote to separate, they will be supported cosmically in doing that. So this is going to be very interesting times, and very interesting that Alberta's rising 13 degrees of Cancer is exactly conjunct the USA's sun, 13 degrees of Cancer. So I'm not saying, let me be clear, I'm not saying that I necessarily for sure want Alberta to become the 51st state, okay? I'm just saying astrologically, that is also a big potential. So don't come for me if you disagree with that. But yeah, that's something that could very much happen, whether Alberta goes independent or becomes a state of the US. These are very big astrological possibilities at this moment. So countries, homelands, patriotism is being supported with this conjunction. And in particular, those places I mentioned, USA, Canada, Alberta, Saskatchewan, most strongly the USA, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Also, the UK is being positively supported with this conjunction, but the UK has a 19-degree Cancer moon. So that is within a 5-degree orb. And it is the moon, which is a major placement. So, and the UK's moon, if I'm remembering correctly, is in its 10th house of government officials, politicians being seen publicly. So I think these are places where we will see positive developments for the people. Cancer and the moon. Sorry, you guys, I'm like giving so much information, but I guess that's what I'm here to do. The moon and the sign of Cancer in astrology rules the people of a country, the people of a place, the people of the world, right? So with the UK's moon being 19 degrees of Cancer, the people of the UK are receiving huge divine support and protection with this conjunction. What else do I want to share? So some of my predictions, okay, and we're going to go through each of the 12 signs, but some of my overall predictions for this is I think we will see peace deals between nations. It's interesting that we already started to have that. I think this was yesterday or the day before. President Donald J. Trump, Azerbaijani, I hope I'm saying that right, President Ilham Aliyev, and Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan signed peace and economic agreements at the White House. So that literally has happened within the influence of this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction. I'm going to say, I think there's also a high astrological possibility that in the coming days, week, time frame, which is actually the next 2 years, I know that's a very big time frame, but I do think that the situation with Russia and Ukraine might reach a peace deal in the near future. Yeah, so let's just take a little listen of this. I think it's a video. We can take a little listen of the peace deal that was recently made with Azerbaijan and Armenia with the USA, President Donald Trump's help. Let's take a little listen here.
President of the United States, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, and the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia will now sign the joint declaration on the outcomes of the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity Summit.
That's really
They will
beautiful.
sign 3 copies in English. The President of the United States signs as a witness to the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, affirming their path to peace, stability, and prosperity. We kindly ask that all guests remain seated for the signing of the documents.
We're going to be seeing more of this, you guys, with different countries. So that is very, very nice to see. Peace deals being made, and we will be seeing more of that. I do think that this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction will also bring the price of silver up, up, up. Cancer rules silver, the precious metal, of course. Venus is the planet of physical resources and abundance. Jupiter is expansion and is exalted in the sign of Cancer. And now we got the fixed star Sirius there, bringing divine expansion, divine blessings to the precious metal of silver as well. Gratefully Awake says the ban is also in New Brunswick too. I did not know that. Okay, interesting. I didn't hear about that yet. So that's 3 Canadian provinces that are now doing this crazy commie stuff. Oh my God. Yeah, positive developments having to do with fertility, women's issues, many people moving to different countries, towns that feel like soul families. So one of the ways you can work with this conjunction on August 12th, the week and the 2 years preceding it that were in the influence of it, is moving if you want to move, selling property, upgrading your home, moving to a place that's more in alignment with your soul, that you consider like soul family resonance. I think prices of houses will be going down and homes will become more affordable during this time as well. People's patriotism is going to grow. We're going to have new types of earth-based homes, positive homes being built. Anything related to privacy, cryptocurrency, privacy, home protection, anything related to privacy systems will be expanded, positively influenced as well. And I think we'll have beautiful divine discoveries and truths revealed about the ocean and sea creatures ruled by the sign of Cancer as well. So, and being open to family healing, the sign of Cancer is family issues, ancestors, doing ancestral healing. All these things are very much in alignment during this time. So, okay, before we get into our 12 sign readings, and we are going to start with Pisces because last week we started with Aries for our full moon in Aquarius video. Let's pull some cards. From the universe for this beautiful, lucky, ducky, benefic Venus-Jupiter conjunction. Conjunct Sirius as well. What is our divine guidance for our highest good, universe, all that supports us for our highest and best regarding this conjunction? Interesting. I'm hearing the word bravery. There's something about this conjunction that's going to ignite bravery for people to do their dreams, to be fearless, to go for it. Wow. Okay, you guys. We've got the Fool. Oh my God, as I'm pulling these cards, I feel the energy getting really high. I feel like my third eye opening up, my crown chakra opening up. So this is also going to, I'm getting big chills. This conjunction is also going to strengthen people's intuition. This is going to open up people's psychic abilities, people's Sirian starseed connections. There's going to be an open line, there's going to be more of an open line, the universe is saying, with the Sirians, with our Sirian star family. This is like very high spiritual messages. Wow. 2 major arcanas. The Fool. Sorry, you guys, the lighting in my room right now is a little messed up. We've got the Fool, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the World. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Yes, everything you have worked for is coming together. The universe is saying, you are all totally on the right track. You have been holding the loving vibration on the planet. You have all been doing such a good job. I feel like this is the Sirians right now. I'm like channeling the Sirians right now. The Sirians are very, very proud of us for the light work that we have been doing. And so is all our different star family. So is all our ancestors. So is all that's supporting us. But in particular, the Sirians are like, you guys are doing such a good job that this is where astrology is helpful, because being conscious of the astrology, we're going to help you unlock a huge opening of blessings in certain areas of life, wherever you have 14 degrees of Cancer, and wherever you want to have expansion and fearlessness and bravery and growth in your life. The Sirians are inviting us to up level, to be open to receiving more, to be open to having more joy, more fun. We have accomplished a lot. We are successful. This feels really freaking positive. Mastery, recognition, perfection, completion. We've finished some kind of cycle with this conjunction. We've reached a major point in the timelines shifting where I'm hearing just keep being yourself, keep doing what you're doing, because the light has already won. The light has already won the World card. Ace of Wands. Take action on your ideas, energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength gain. We're going to feel energized by this conjunction, by being aware of where we have the sign of Cancer in our chart, where these 2 in a row Venus-Jupiter conjunctions, and the first one conjunct Sirius, is activating. It's going to literally bring so much energy, so much creativity, so much positivity. I know this sounds very airy-fairy, but this is literally what the energy is. It's going to be amazing. So Spirit's saying, pay very close attention to when I'm sharing the 12 sign readings, if you don't already know, where you have the sign of Cancer in your chart, because this is a very blessed, in alignment place for you to be open to positive change, blessings, miracles even. Queen of Swords. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. We're also with this upgrade, because it is an energetic upgrade from Sirius. We're going to be able to speak clearer, think things through clearer. And this is a totally new beginning, the Fool card. Can you guys see that if I bring it forward? No, sorry, the camera. There's like too much light in my room right now. The Fool card. This is a completely new beginning. Spread your wings and fly. Be open to the new energies. The universe is saying we are going to feel it. We are going to feel this. And I'm feeling it right now as I'm talking about it. Let me know if you guys are feeling it too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amy says, this weekend, I've had so many epiphanies and downloads about my next steps. Me too. Me too. Tree Hugger says, yes. Right the fuck on. Yes. Yay. This feels really, really good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. And that is, okay, guys, this is so trippy. In the Fool card, the Fool is holding a staff or whatever that is. The Ace of Wands is a hand holding a wand. The Queen of Swords is a queen holding a sword. You guys are going to think I'm nuts. And the World is a being holding 2 magical wands, poles in either hand. So that's, okay, there's something in that too of what are you holding on to? And this can even be a very powerful conjunction time to be working with wands, to be working with staffs, to be working with crystal wands, to be holding crystals, to be, working with wands, actually. Swords. Holding things in our hands and activating a wand or activating a crystal to hold the energy of this conjunction. It would be a great time to do a crystal grid. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Okay, now let's do some readings for each of the 12 signs. Woo, woo! And we'll start with our Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you are having this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction in your 5th house. Wow. Okay, this is awesome. The 5th house is the Leo-ruled areas of life. This is your inner child, creativity, sharing your gifts and talents, being confident in yourself. So Pisces, this conjunction is blessing you not just on August 12th or the week of it, but actually for the whole next 2 years of being fearless, being brave, being confident in your gifts and talents and sharing them out into the world and embracing your intuitive gifts, your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, your creativity, and sharing those things out into the world. Anything that has to do with children, working with children, healing your inner child, romance, beautiful divine union coming in, and fun. It's the 5th house of fun. So Pisces, I love that 5th house. You guys know I love that 5th house. And your card is the 7 of Cups. So this conjunction is also blessing you with releasing of, this is a very Piscean cards, illusions, fantasies that aren't real, but you have that open stream where you're so highly sensitive, where that can also translate into creativity, new daydreams, new fantasy that can be brought into creative projects, creativity in all of its form. And there's going to be many different choices. Step back from everything to gain perspective. Be open to different kind of choices during this time than you've been open to thus far. All right, Aquarians, Venus, Jupiter, Sirius conjunction in your 6th house. So this is bringing positivity, divine protection, upliftment, opportunity in your day-to-day work, routines, your health. So this is like freaking health breakthroughs, okay, Aquarians? Alternative health breakthroughs of anything that has to do with something cancer related. Cancer is women, fertility, the breaths, the waters in the body, the chest as well. Many Aquarians will be divinely supported in doing more Cancerian kind of work, things in the healing arts. Creativity having to do with home, real estate, land, bringing more family into your day-to-day life, soul family, self-care as a routine. You're being supported in doing that as well. So, wow, that is so beautiful. It's in your 6th house. And your card message, Aquarians, for this conjunction is the King of Cups. Ooh, we're starting off the 12-sign reading cards with 2 very Piscean cards. Interesting. Support yourself before you can support others. So it feels like a lot of Aquarians are stepping more into kind of nurturing roles, giving roles, whether that's in your work or your day-to-day. You're going to be very supportive of others in your life, where you need to remember, Spirit is saying, to also self-care, give to yourself, nurture yourself as you're giving so much to others as well. and your generosity is getting stronger, your creativity, your intuitive gifts. Very, very cool. Capricorns, you're having this conjunction, Venus, Jupiter, Sirius in your 7th house. Wow. Okay. Do we have any single Cappies out there? Because if you're single and you're a Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising, you're ready to mingle. Okay. This is in your freaking Venus at home in the 7th house, conjunct Jupiter and Sirius. Oh my God. You're going to be possibly having like a Syrian starseed soulmate come into your life. This is lovers coming into your life that you could actually start a family with, that you could actually see yourself having children with, that you could go to the next level. If you're in a relationship, you're going to the next level of the relationship. Maybe you're going to start working together. Maybe there's going to be projects you've been working on going to the next level, expanding. Positivity in your love life, in your committed relationships, in your aesthetic. Jeannie says, yes, I'm single. Oh my God, take advantage of this. Cappies, get out there. Go on dates this upcoming week. Go mingle, go out, go meet new people, go have some fun. And this is also for the next 2 years as well as an influence. So that amazing for anything having to do with the courts, lawyers, anything like that as well. So, oh my God, Capricorns. Oh my God. Yes. Meridiana says deep emotional soul connection. Yeah. Going deeper into exactly emotional soul connection with committed relationships you already have, new people that are going to be coming into your life. Oh my God. Your card is Justice. Ooh. This is a very 7th house card. Yeah, it's literally a Libra card. So if any of you have been dealing with anything having to do with court or trials or lawyers, there's going to be justice. Justice is on your side. Also, this is bringing in balance and clarity and truth and fairness into your relationships. Loves it. Pluto, you know, Capricorns, a lot of Capricorns with Pluto and Capricorn had divorces, separations, very intense things go on. So not every single one, but many of them did. So with this Venus, Jupiter, Sirius conjunction in your 7th house, it's like bring in that love, fun back in. Cool. Saggy Waggies. Oh, Lisa, you're single too. Well, get out there, girl. Get out there, girl. Cappies, be clear on what you want, because that's going to be coming for you. Okay. Lisa says, and I've been divorced for 10 years, so I'm ready. Girl, I'm excited for you guys. Okay, Saggy Waggies. Ooh, Venus, Jupiter, Sirius conjunction in your 8th house of Scorpio. Okay. Okay, you're being supported and blessed, positively uplifted with the dark side of life. Okay. This is like, I'm hearing the word freedom from traumas that maybe you've been emotionally Cancer holding on to. This is, Saggies, such a badass time for you right now, and for really the whole next 2 years, but particularly August 12th, that week, of doing any kind of healing work, spiritually, emotionally, therapeutically, shamanically. Also, the 8th house has to do with sex and intimacy and soulmate connections. So similar to the Cappies, you're going to the next level in your soulmate relationships. This is very positive for sex, for tantra, for intimacy, for merging with others in business. in marriage, receiving gifts. It always makes me feel weird to say inheritance, but the eighth house is inheritance, like inheritance coming through, returns on investments coming through, gifts coming through, and say yes. The universe is saying, say yes. This is one of the money houses. Infinitely, freedom from traumas, 10 years in the making, life back to normal. Thank you. Love it. Yeah, some of you Saggies can just have a breakthrough of something that's really been weighing on you, from like a trauma you've been going through, something heavy. So let's pull a card for our Saggy Waggies for this conjunction. Also, your psychic abilities. Eighth house has to do with our psychic abilities. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, 10 of swords. So it's, 10 of wands. So it's very much about what's been burdening you emotionally that you've been holding on to from the past, letting those stress or blockages go. I'm also feeling like, yoga, movement. You are Sagittarian, so you are one of the fire signs. So you do like to release by moving, yelling, moving your body. Yoga, I'm getting a particular message around that, can really help. Letting go of excess burdens. Love it. Also, Saggies, that can be, in your eighth house, new income streams, your partner having successful new income streams, working more with a partner. Okay, my fellow Scorpios. Ooh, we're having this in our 9th astrological house, which is the home house of Jupiter. Woo, 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 woo. So this is very positive for my fellow Scorplings. Okay, very nice that we're getting a bit of a break. We're catching a little bit of some positive vibes for once. Okay, this is amazing for anything that has to do with foreign travel, foreign people, foreign work, higher courses, higher learning. Also, anything having to do with the law or the courts, spirituality, publishing, higher consciousness, raising. This could be, a lot of Scorpios are going to move to a faraway place. A lot of Scorpios are going to move, Cancer, to a new place that's far away from where you were born. And it's going to be positive, and you're going to feel a soul family connection to that. And I'm not saying every single Scorpio has to do that, but a lot of Scorpios will be doing that. A lot of Scorpios will also be attracting lovers, Venus, from a different country or from a different culture. Okay. Meridiana. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about the degree. 14 degrees is a Taurus degree. It's a Venus degree, which this conjunction is happening in. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Yeah, it is about inner pleasure. It is about abundance, money, finances, physical resources. So it's literally a Venus degree that this conjunction is happening in. Very positive and benefic. Scorplings, what is your tarot message for this conjunction? Let's see here. Bam! We got the 9 of Cups. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. Happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded optimism. So, okay, Scorpios, it's okay for us to be optimistic. It's okay for you to feel happy with this conjunction. If you're like, why am I feeling like a Sagittarius? Why? It's because Jupiter is at home in the 9th house, conjunct Venus and Sirius. So be open to a more positive outlook, because we can be we rule fear and negative thinking and the worst outcome and the dark side of life. So this is actually blessing our mind. This is blessing our optimism. This is helping us to, it sounds kind of funny, but like genuinely enjoy life more. So that's a huge blessing. That's also a wishes coming true card. So make a wish, Scorpios. Next is our lovely Libras. Moon Vibe says, I'm a Scorpio. with Sag rising, so that helps. Oh, that definitely helps. You're lucky that you've got that Sag rising. Libra, you are having this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction in your 10th house. Positive blessings and opportunities for work, career, long-term goals, anything that has to do with your parents, grandparents, or older people than you in life. Some of you guys may be receiving promotions, receiving a raise. This is a great time to start a new business. Any kind of work that has to do with home, real estate, property, working with family members as well. And the 10th house is known as the house of God, the house of the universe. So to have this conjunction in your 10th house at the top of the chart, this is very, very positive for our lovely Libras out there. I'm hearing the universe say, have confidence in your work, in your career. I'm feeling that there's some Libras that have maybe been not feeling confident about what they're doing, or that there's certain dreams that are too big. This conjunction is going to help you to be fearless and brave and open. Your tarot card message is Seven of Swords. Guard against deceit and concealment. Okay, so, that's interesting. I'm hearing some Libras will be getting like a lucky break if there's a weird work situation going on, or even like if there's been a toxic work situation going on. The universe is helping you to strategically step out of that and bring something positive in. So anything having to do with work, if there's been dishonesty, if there's been toxicity, if there's been trickery, you're being supported in walking away from that, and new opportunities coming forward. And there can be completely new career paths coming in for some Libras with that Page of Wands. Be open to the new possibilities. Okay. Awesome. Next, we have our Virgos. Virgos. Do we have any Virgos in the chat? Let me know how we're doing. Sorry, guys, I just have to fix something on my computer here. Just give me one sec. Shoot. Okay, sorry, you guys. I just had something pop up. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So, Virgos, you are having this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction in your 11th astrological house. This is the Aquarian ruled areas of life. So this is beautiful blessings, positivity, opportunity, divine protection when it has to do with your friends, your community, anything that has to do with technology, online, social media, the future, your long-term goals, wishes, and dreams. This is also traditionally the house of gains, okay? So there can be gains, there can be rewards, there could be gifts coming in. There could be a friend, 11th house, turning into a lover, okay, that you maybe weren't expecting, but that is something that can possibly be happening with this conjunction. Receiving new positive female friends, nurturing friends that give the way that you give to the people you love. So definitely an amazing time to get out into like-minded community, new blessed community coming forward, and new ideas about the future, new long-term goals. Isn't it interesting? There's a theme for a lot of us. I had it. I forget who it was specifically that said it in the chat, but there's quite a few of us having major downloads, inspirations, thoughts, new ideas with this time. So Virgos, that can definitely be you. Pay attention to your higher mind, Aquarius, what you are receiving. Your tarot card for this conjunction is, oh my God, the Lover's card. Okay, so some friends becoming a lover, someone you've been looking at in your like-minded community becoming a lover. Celebrate the love in your life. If you're already in a relationship, that relationship going to the next level and deeper commitments in your like-minded community, group associations, who you surround yourself with. Love, love, love. And pleasure and beauty and inspiration in your relationship. So that's beautiful. Just 1 second, you guys. The lighting is crazy in this room, and I just have to close one of the windows. So before we get to the Leos, I'm just going to be right back. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Okay, now it looks better. There was like so much. I didn't even have my, what's it called? Podcast light on. I'm filming this at a time I don't usually film my videos. It's still Mercury retrograde, last day of Mercury retrograde. Okay, Leos. Ooh, you're having this Venus, Jupiter, Sirius conjunction in your 12th house of Pisces areas of life. And Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. So Jupiter is at home in the 12th and the 9th house. Venus is at home at the 2nd and the 7th house. So, wow, this is very spiritually and creatively enlightening for the Leos. Leos, I'm curious to hear if you've been having significant dreams lately, if you've been having creative inspirations, your intuition feeling very strong, signs, synchronicities coming up. You are being blessed in your spirituality, far away travel, people, things, creative pursuits, behind the scenes work. Also, there could be a lover, Venus, that you are going through a spiritual transformation with, or the relationship is, upgrading spiritually. Hi, Bobby. Nice to see you. You say, oh, dear God, the dream's crazy. Yeah, I can imagine for you guys. So cool. Drusilla, beautiful name, says, yes, feeling extra creative. Tarot card for our Leos for this conjunction is, this is one of my favorite cards, the Chariot. I love the Chariot. You have success in the face of difficulty, direction, focus, determination, concentration, triumph, perseverance. This is making me feel how Leos are going through Pluto and Aquarius in an opposition to your placement. So whether you're literally having Pluto at 2 degrees of Aquarius right now, exactly opposite a placement, or within 5 degrees of an opposition, Leo, at some point during this Pluto and Aquarius transit, you're going to have a Pluto opposition to either your sun, moon, or rising, or major Leo placements. So it is an intense time that you are in right now, but beautifully being uplifted and supported by this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction. To me, the Chariot is like moving forward, victory. You are strong, you are protected, full steam ahead with whatever is coming up for you, or whatever ideas that you have. So love it. Okay, here we go. Now we're at our the luckiest of them all, our Cancers. Cancers. Do we have any in the live chat? Let me know. I'm curious to hear from you guys. How are we feeling? What's coming up? Is anybody having a good time with Jupiter and Venus in your sign, and they're coming into a conjunction? This is happening in your first house. So Cancers, if you have something 14 degrees of Cancer, this is exactly conjunct your placement. This is going to be a very positive next 2 years for you. If you have anything between 9 to 19 degrees of Cancer, this is going to be beautiful support and upliftment for you. Oh, we got lots of Cancers in the chat. This is an amazing transit happening in your first house, in your sign of being yourself, being seen, showcasing your truth, gifts, and talents out into the world, being confident, being brave, being strong physically, health breakthroughs as well. The very foundation of your life, just feeling positively supported and lucky. You're lucky duckies out there. Okay, so be very clear with what you're wanting to manifest, because you're like the master manifestors right now. We've got the 8 of Wands for our Cancers with this conjunction. Take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. Life is moving fastly ahead. There can be a lot positively going on for Cancers right now. Movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness. I'm a Scorpio. I've also got that shell. Cancers, you're the crab. You've also got that shell. Don't be scared to move into completely new territory. There's a message coming through, because there can be amazing life change opportunities coming through for Cancers. You don't need to overthink things. You don't need to overthink things. If something feels good and it feels right and you're being divinely guided, go for it. Okay, there can be a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, a lot of opportunity. And on the reverse, if something doesn't feel good, let it go. Don't go into it. You guys are supercharged, highly intuitive, highly in tune right now. And the universe is speaking very clearly to you. So just make way and listen. Loves it. Okay, we've got a few more signs. Geminis, you are having this Venus, Jupiter, Sirius conjunction. Oh my God, in your second house. Venus house. So Venus is happy to be there. Jupiter is happy to be there. This is amazing for abundance, for your income, for your physical resources, for your work. There can be a beautiful new blessing of a new income stream or a raise. We've got the North Node, 18 degrees of Pisces in your 10th house, in trine to this conjunction. So there's positive things happening with work. Be very clear with your intentions of work, abundance, believing in yourself. There can be new income streams coming through having to do with Cancer areas, the healing arts, things related to women, home, real estate. This is everybody wants to have a Venus Jupiter conjunction in Cancer at a Taurus degree. I mean, in your second house, that's really, really nice. So amazing for abundance work, manifestation, also more pleasure, beauty coming into your life, enjoyment, refinement. Second house of Taurus is the food we eat, the love we make, the nature we spend time in. It's all the pleasures and beauties of life. So new opportunities for that coming forward as well. Okay, Gemini, let's pull a card for all y'all for this conjunction in your second house. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Look back on what you have achieved and set new goals. Yeah, this is a time for setting new goals, new ways of abundance. The whole world is changing. Planning, progress, reflection. The seeds you plant now, there can be like right away, abundance coming forward, but it's also going to last into the long term. It's not just right now receiving blessings. It's things that you're putting energy to that will last into the long term as well, that are rooted in things that are grounded. So that's beautiful. Taurus, my fellow Taurus, rising suns, moons, you're having this conjunction in your third house. So this is amazing because the third house rules a lot of different areas of life, as I like to say. It's our day-to-day, our local community, our mind, our words, communication, friends, siblings, neighbors, marketing, business, social media, writing. So we are being blessed through our word, through our communication. If there's important conversations that you need to have, Taurus, this is an amazing time to do them. If there's new contracts or obligations that you need to create, this is an amazing time to do it. Remember, you guys, Mercury will be retrograde until early morning on Monday. After that, woohoo, we are out of Mercury retrograde and we're in the beautiful energy of this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. So your word is blessed. Your writing is blessed. Anything that has to do with documents, your local community, car. This is a great time to get a new car, to get a new device. All those third house areas, spend time with friends, short distance travel. Many Tauruses will move somewhere, Cancer, where, and it's funny because I am a Taurus rising, where we're going to have to drive there. We're going to have to do a little road trip. Venus, Jupiter, and Cancer in the third house. So this is nice. Your local life, your local day-to-day being very positively blessed. Let's see, what is your tarot message, Tauruses, for this conjunction? What have we got going on? Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Be open to receiving the healing and nurturing that you need. Imaginative, kind, good-natured, compassionate, calm, receptive embodiment. Yeah, it's like our whole day-to-day process can feel a little bit more gentler. Things are just working out easier. It's very Cancerian. This is a very Cancerian card. Helpful women, helpful talks with women, a helpful therapist, helpful people. I'm feeling there's like a lot of helpful local people coming through for Tauruses. So that is beautiful. Last, but of course not least, we've got our Aries warriors out there. You guys are having this Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction in your fourth house. Of course, you have all the signs in the whole sign houses, right, in their respective houses that they rule. So Cancer in the fourth house. This is amazing for any Cancerian fourth house Aries areas. Home building, construction, renovation, family time, your kids, your parents, ancestral healing, blessings of new abundance for yourself and family members, or for family members, for pregnancy, fertility, deciding to have kids, deciding to start a family, becoming a grandparent, moving home, selling a home, starting to work in the healing arts, starting to work from home. So Aries, this is absolutely beautiful for you, and your intuition is very, very strong and being strengthened at this time as well. And we'll pull a tarot card for our Aries for this conjunction. It's going to bring some nice calming, cooling influence because we're going through some intense transits for the Aries. Moving out of troubled waters, Six of Swords. Move from problems and be mindful what you take. Family healing. Healing ancestral pains. If there's been issues with family members, this conjunction can bring healing to family relationships. Moving out of troubled waters of maybe places you've lived. If there's a not really nice place that you've been living that you want to move on from. I love that card for you guys. Yay! Thank you all so much for joining me for today's video on our lucky, positive, blessed Venus-Jupiter Sirius conjunction. I love you all so, so much. And just a reminder again that next weekend, I'm going to be hosting this Astrology Level 1 in person at Akasha's Den in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, from Friday, August 15th to Sunday, August 17th. There are online streaming passes available. So if you'd like to sign up for in-person or online, go to my website, megmoonbeam.com. And yeah, over at the Scorpling shop, we still have our Jupiter and Cancer Lucky Charms collection available. The pink Lemurians are sold out, but we've still got blue topaz, Larimar, and ruby feldspar. These lucky crystal charms help you to unlock the blessings of Jupiter and Cancer, Venus conjunct Jupiter, as we've been talking about. And if you'd like to, you can join Sunny and I Tomorrow we will be live here on my Meg Moonbeam YouTube channel and also our Scorpling Shop Instagram page for a crystal live sale. We'll be live Monday, August 11th, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Lots of new Christies and new crystal juju necklaces made by Sunny. So very excited for that. Love you all so, so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to. And I'll see you all on the other side of this conjunction. Bye, everyone.